Hello and welcome to the Solidworks Masterclass session. My name is Alen Oletic and I will guide you through this session. So this session is about 60 to 70 minutes, so I advise you to stay till the end because at the end I will give you a few special bonuses. So without wasting any more time here, let's start with the session. Again, hello and welcome to the Solidworks Masterclass, 10 Solidworks techniques that will speed up your design process and make it effortlessly easy. So those techniques will help you to unleash your full SolidWorks designer potential to become a SolidWorks professional. So before we start, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Alen and I'm a mechanical engineer. I have a master's degree from the University of Zagreb of Croatia in mechanical engineering. As well, I'm the certified SolidWorks professional, and also I'm the founder of the Super SolidWorks Accelerator course, where I have enrolled over 400 students. And just to tell a few things about myself, I work as a freelancer, so I like to travel, and also in my free time, I love to play guitar. As you can see, I didn't lie, I do have a master's degree in mechanical engineering, and also I'm the certified SolidWorks professional, as you can see here. And this is one of the resistance welding machine that I was working on as a junior CAD designer. This was my first job, right? So you can actually see that I have an industry experience. This is also another type of the resisting welding machine. This is some of my freelancing work that I was doing as a room bike and a living room table. And also what you can do, you can check out my YouTube channel where I have a lot of SolidWorks lectures, okay? As well, I have a CAD and engineering school where I teach not only SolidWorks, but also some other CAD engineering softwares. Now, I advise you to stay till the end because I have a special bonus for you, okay? But only for those who will stay till the end of this masterclass. So what I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna give you SolidWorks mini course and I'm gonna give you free access to this mini course, okay? So in this starter mini course, I will teach you how to model your first object in SolidWorks step by step. This is if you are a complete beginner, okay? So I will teach you how to design a nut, drill, as well how to assemble positioner and caliper, those 4 models that you can see here on this slide. So you're gonna also have some videos directly from my full premium course as a sneak peek into my full course. So this is the one bonus that you're gonna get. The second one is free blueprint, okay? So how you can access to this blueprint. So after this masterclass, go check your email, maybe 1 or 2 hours after this masterclass, and there you'll be able to download this blueprint. And there I'll teach you, I'm gonna show you there, step by step, how to design those 6 models that you can see here, okay? Also, at the end of this masterclass, I will give you opportunity to enroll into my full course with a 50% discount, but only for the people who watch this masterclass. Now grab a pen and paper and pay close attention because now I'm gonna break down 10 SolidWorks techniques that will speed up your design process and make it effortlessly easy. So the first technique that we're gonna cover is the Theive Sketch. So what is the Theive Sketch? So we have this sketch, right? And now, for example, we wanna create another sketch, but on the different plane, okay? And we have 2 options. We can go to this new plane and we can create a sketch from the scratch, okay? Or we can actually use option here, the Theive Sketch, okay? So let me show you this. So first we're gonna create a new plane. So let's go with the top plane and we're gonna put a distance here. Let's go with 100 millimeters, okay? So what we wanna do now, we wanna create the exact same sketch, but on this plane, okay? But we don't wanna, create this sketch from the scratch, okay? We wanna use this existing sketch, okay? So how are we gonna do this? So we're gonna go here to the Feature Manager design tree. We're gonna select plane, hold Ctrl, and then select sketch 1. Okay, then we're gonna go here to the insert, and down here we have the Theive Sketch. Just click this, and this is it. Now we have the exact same sketch on this plane, right? Without drawing this sketch from the scratch. Now, if you want to change something on this sketch, this is not possible, as you can see, right? If I try to change something, like the form of this sketch is not possible, I can only change the position, right? If I want to change the form of this sketch, I can only do so by changing the form of this sketch. So let me show you. So let's go to the sketch 1. And for example, I'm gonna do this, right? Okay, something like this. Exit sketch. And automatically those changes are applied to the Theive sketch. And if you go here to the feature manager design tree, you can see this is the sketch 1 and this is the sketch 2, which is derived, right? So when you need a lot of sketches that are the same, right, you don't have to draw them from the scratch. You can use the Theive sketch tool. So the second technique that I'm gonna show you is link dimensions. So what is that? So let me show you. So let's go here to the sketch. Let's go with the smart dimensions. And now, for example, what we want that this dimension here will be the same as this one here and this one here, okay? And we want, when we change one dimension, that other two dimensions will change simultaneously, okay? So how we can do this? We can do this by using the tool linked values. So let me show you. So let's go here. Let's go here with 50, okay? So now we want that this one also be 50 and this one also to be 50. And we can go here and we can create a 50 and 50 here. But now if you want to change those dimensions to 60, and they have to stay the same, right? The 60, all three of them, then we have to go and change each separately. And in case if you have like a lot of dimensions, that's gonna take you a lot of time. That's why you can use the tool linked values. So let me show you how this works. So let's uncheck smart dimensions. Let's go here, right click, and let's choose here link values. Okay, so first we have to choose a name. Okay, so we can see the value here is 50. So let's choose a name A. Okay, let's click OK. And now what happened? Notice Solidworks put this sign here. Okay, it means it's linked. This value is linked to variable A. And this variable A is a global variable. Okay, so if we go here to the feature manager design tree, under the equations folder, if you open this, you're gonna see here global variable A. Okay, now we can use this global variable A for other dimensions. So for example, let's go to the smart dimensions. Let's go here. And now instead of putting the 50, we can go with equal. And down here we have an option global variables and we have option A. Okay, and let's click OK. And now we can see here the sign of the equation, right? So this means that this dimensions is linked to this dimension. As well, if we go here, we can go with equal, global variables, we can put an A and we can click OK, right? Also, we have a sign of the equation, the symbol of the equation, right? And now, for example, we want to change all of those dimensions to 70. We can't go here and change this to 70. It's not possible, right? Let's click OK. You see, it's not possible, right? Neither this one. If we want to change those dimensions, we can only go here to the main one, right? Which one is linked to the variable A. So go here, double click, and just change this to 70, right? And now simultaneously, those two also change to 70, right? So this is the great tool that you can use when you have a lot of dimensions that are the same value, right? So, and you have to change them over the time to some other value, and you don't want to waste time to change each separately. In this case, you can use this tool linked value. Now, the second tool I'm going to show you is actually addition to the first two linked values, and this is the global variables and equations. Okay, so let me show you how this works. Let me show you how to actually make equations in the Solidworks. So first of all, why would you like to make equations? Now, for example, we don't want that those three lines will have the same value, same dimension. We want that this line will be, I don't know, the half of this line. And this line will be, I don't know, 30 millimeters longer than this line, right? In this case, we have to use equations, right? We can't just use linked values. We have to create equations. So how we can create equations? So go here to the tools, and here we have an option equations, okay? So the first thing that we have to do we have to define first global variable. So we're gonna start with an A, and we're gonna actually assign specific value. That's gonna be 50, okay? Then we're gonna go with B, and we're gonna put that B is A divided by 2, okay? Enter. And then we're gonna have a C like this, and we're gonna say C is A plus B plus, or let's go with a minus 20, okay? Like this. Let's click OK. So now if we go here to the Feature Manager design tree under the equation folder, if we open this, we have now 3 global variables. Global variable A, 50, B is 25, and C is 55, okay? So now we can go to the Smart Dimensions. We can start with this one. We can go equal global variables. So now we have 3 options, A, B, or C. So let's go with A. Let's click OK. Now let's go here. Let's go with this one, equal global variable B. Let's click OK. And let's go with this one. Let's go with global variable C. Okay, simple as that. And now you can see that this one here has assigned the symbol of the equation, this one here, right? So we cannot change here those 2 values. And now these lines have a specific relation between each other, right? Now, if we want to edit these equations, we can do this by simply going here to the equations, right click and manage equations, right? And we can say, okay, look, A will be 40 and B will be A divided by, let's say, 3, okay? Let's click OK. And now those changes are made automatically, right? As you can see here. But also, you can use those equations not only in the sketching, you can also use in the part modeling. So let me show you. So let's go to the features, extrude boss base, and now we want to extrude this sketch, right? And now instead of here putting the value, we can go here, equals, global variables, and we can choose any of those global variables that we created. So let's go here with A. Let's click OK. Right? And this is how you can define the relations between different dimensions. And this can save you a lot of time when you work on the big complex sketches and the models. The next technique is very interesting techniques, and this is using sketch by multiple features. For example, we have one sketch here, as you can see, right? This is sketch 1, right? But we have 3 counters in this sketch, right? This is the 1, the second one, and the third one, right? And now what do we want to do? We want to extrude those 3 counters, but on the different level, right? On the different height, right? And what we can do here, we can go and create for each feature that we're going to use extruded boss base, separate sketch, right? And that's going to take more time and more memory. Or we can create a 3 counters here in the one sketch, and we can use this sketch by the multiple features. So let me show you how this works. So we can select this sketch. We can go to the extruded boss base, right? And now this counter is selected, right? So if you go here down, you have a selected counters. You can go right click here and declare selections. So basically what you can do now, you can here select all the counters or maybe just 1 or 2 counters, right? So what we want to do now, we want to only select this counter and we want to go only 20 millimeters, okay? Like this. Now the next step that we want to do, we want to extrude this counter here to the 50 millimeters, and we want to extrude this one here to 100 millimeters, okay? But we don't want to create a separate sketch. We want to use the existing sketch. So let me show you how this works. So we can go here to the extrude boss base. We can select the sketch, okay? And we can go here again to the new extrude boss base. Very, very simple. We go to the selected counters, clear selection, and choose only this one. Let's go here with 50. Let's click OK. And now as you can see, this works, right? Now if you open here the extruded boss base, you can see we use the sketch 1. So boss extrude 1 used sketch 1 and the boss extrude 2 used sketch 1, right? So we use sketch by multiple features, right? Also, we can go again here, select the sketch, extrude boss base, select the contours, clear. Let's go with this one. Let's go with 100. Let's click OK. Like this. If we open this, we can see the same sketch 1. Now, for example, we want to use this contour to make an extrude. We can also do this, right? We can go here to the extrude. Let's select the sketch, extrude cut, and let's go here, select the contours, clear selections. Let's go with only this one. Let's go to other direction. Let's go with 10 millimeters. Okay, let's click OK. And now here we have a cut. If we open the cut extrude, we can see this is the sketch 1, right? So now we use the same sketch by 4 features, okay? So this is also how you can save a lot of time when you have a complex sketches, and you can save a lot of memory on your project. Now the next tool that I'm gonna show you is split line, okay? How to use a split line. For example, we have this cylinder here and we wanna split this surface with this triangle. And then we want to convert this triangle here on the surface to the 3D sketch and extrude this sketch, okay? So in other words, we want to extrude this triangle on this surface, okay? So let me show you how you can do this. So you can go here to the curves, you can go here with a split line, okay? And here you have a type of the split. So let's go with a projection. And first we have to select sketch to project. So we're gonna select this sketch here, okay? And then we have to select face to split. So let's go with this one. Let's click OK, right? And as you can see, we actually split this surface with this sketch, right? Now we can change the color here, or we can convert this into the sketch and we can then extrude the sketch, okay? And that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go here to the sketch. We're gonna go here to the 3D sketch, okay? This is not 2D sketch, but a 3D sketch. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna use here convert entities. So we're gonna select this one and click OK. And now let's exit the sketch, okay? So what we wanna do now, we wanna extrude this sketch, okay? But before we do so, we have to define the direction of the extrusion. And how we're gonna do this? So we're gonna go here on this plane, create a sketch, and go with a simple center line, right? And this center line will be the direction of the extrusion, okay? Very, very simple. Let's exit the sketch. So now we can go here to the features, extrude boss base. We can select this sketch like this, okay? And here we have to select direction of extrusion. We're gonna select this line. And let's go here with 50, okay? Now before we click OK, we have to uncheck here merge result, because if you don't do this, then you're gonna get an error. So if you click OK, so here is error, okay? So we have to uncheck this and click OK, because now we created 2 bodies. So if we go here to the folder solid bodies, we have 2 separate bodies, okay? Because we uncheck merge results, okay? And now what we have here, we have an extrusion of this triangle on this surface, right? And this is the one of the way how you can actually use split line in the Solidworks. The same thing, for example, if you have a text and you want to put a text here on this cylinder and then you want to extrude it, you can do this on the exact same way. The following technique that I'm going to show you is feature scope. So we have here 4 solid bodies. They don't have to be identical, but in this case they are. And now what we want to do? We want to create a cut here. We want to create a cut on this one and on this one, but we don't want to create a cut on this one here, okay? So how would you do this? You would go here, create a sketch here, create a sketch here and here, right? And then use extrude cut. But that's gonna take you a lot of time, you know, and it's gonna take more memory. But you can actually create one sketch and you can select which of those solid bodies your cut will affect, okay? So how you can do this? By using the feature scope. So let me show you. So first let's create a sketch here. Let's go with some simple circle, okay? Like this. Let's exit the sketch. Now we're gonna go here to the cut extrude. we're gonna select the sketch. We're gonna go here with true all. But this is not what we want, because now we're gonna create a cut in all 4 solid bodies. So we have here option feature scope down, right? So let's uncheck auto select. And now we can select the bodies which this cut extrude will affect. So for example, we can select this one, and this one. And let's click OK. Right? And now we have only those cuts on those 3 bodies and not on this one, and we only use 1 sketch and 1 cut extrude. Now, if you want to change, right, which solid bodies will this cut affect, you can just go here to the cut extrude, right click. You can go with the edit feature, okay? You can go here, right click, clear selections. You can say, okay, I want this cut affect this body and this one here. Let's click OK. And now we have a cut only on this one and this one, okay? So this is the great tool that can also save you a lot of time and also a lot of memory when you work on your models. The next tool that I'm going to show you is Multibody part. So let me show you what it is. So we have some kind of a table here, right? And this table consists of 4 solid bodies, right? So if you go here to the feature manager design tree, on the folder solid bodies, we can see here we have 5 solid bodies, right? If we want to have 1 solid body, we can go here to the boss extrude, edit feature, and we can click here, check here, merge result, and click OK. And now we have only 1 solid body. But this is not what we want, because now, for example, we want that this leg will have a different color, different material than this leg, right? And we cannot do this if we use 1 solid body. We can only do this if we use multibody part, right? Or for example, we want to save each body separately, right? And we cannot do this if we have only 1 solid body. So we have to go here, edit feature, we have to uncheck here and make sure we have here multibody part, right? So if you go here now, for example, to the boss extrude 1, to this leg, you have a right click, you can isolate this leg, right? You can change the material, right? You can go with different material, right? You can see now it's different material, right? You can go with change transparency. You can do different things, right? With different solid bodies, okay? But also what you can do here, you can save them separately, right? And this is not an assembly because we don't have defined mechanical relations between parts, right? This is multibody part. So if we go here to the solid bodies, right click, we can go here to the save bodies. And now here we have an option, which body do we want to save, right? So you can either click here or you can click here. So let's click here. Let's click this one and this one. And before we click OK, let's just uncheck here, consume cut bodies. Let's click OK. And now we can see here on the feature manager design tree, we have a new feature, save bodies, right? So if we open the window, we can see we have here boss extrude 2 in the separate file, right? So this is our leg and this is our plate, right? So this is the one thing that you can do with the multibody part. You can change things on them like a material, like the color, but also you can save them separately, right? But I'm gonna show you another thing with a multibody part. So now, for example, we wanna create a cut here on this plate. And we're gonna see if this is gonna also create a cut on this separate file. So let's do this. So let's go here. Let's create a sketch. Let's go with a simple cut. Let's click OK. Okay, let's click save. Now let's go here. Let's check if we have a cut here. And as you can see, we don't have a cut here. And I'm gonna show you why we don't have a cut here and how you can get a cut here as well. So let's go here to the multibody part file. And if you go here to the feature manager design tree, what you can see here, save bodies, and then after the save bodies, you have a cut extrude. If you want to include this cut extrude into that separate file of this plate, you have to drag this and put it before save bodies. Now, if you go here, now you're gonna see the changes here. Now we have a cut here, okay? So there are many advantages why you should use multibody part, and this is not an assembly because we didn't define mechanical relations between parts. We can work with parts separately and we can save them separately, okay? So you can also use this tool in many cases. So in the next lectures, I'm gonna show you the tool in context feature. So let me show you what it is. So we are in the assembly file and we have two parts, okay? This is the part 1 and the part 2. So what we wanna do, we wanna put this part 2 here in the center of this part 1. And then what we wanna do, we wanna make sure that this cut here is equal to this cut here. And whenever we change this cut here will change accordingly, automatically, right? But in order to do so, we have to create external reference or in context feature. So let me show you how this works. So let's go here to the assembly. Let's go first here with mate. Let's go here with advanced mates. Let's go here with profile center. So we're gonna select this face here and this face here. Let's click OK. Now we can see that this part 2 is in the center of this part 1, okay? Now let's go here to the part 2, extrude boss base to sketch, right click, edit sketch, okay? So now we're gonna select this line and we're gonna select this line, right? And here we're gonna choose make collinear, okay, like this, exit sketch, and what we can see here, that this cut now is equal to this cut here inside, right? And now, for example, if we go, let's uncheck edit component. Now if we go to the part 1, if we go to the cut extrude, edit sketch, now if we change dimensions here, for example, we can go with a smaller one, let's get out, we can see that this cut is changed accordingly. And the reason why is that is because we created external reference. You can see this sign here, this one here, right? This is the sign of the external reference, right? This sign here, this one here, and this one here, as well this one here, right? So if we go here to the part 2, and here we have the list external references, and we can see sketch 1, right, as the external reference. So this way, if you need to connect two features that's gonna change simultaneously, then you can use external reference or in context feature. Now the next technique that I'm gonna show you is top-down assembly. So what is the top-down assembly? So this is completely opposite that regular assembly, because in normal regular assembly, you create a part 1, part 2, part X, then you create assembly file, and then you put those parts into that assembly file. But this is not what we want to do. We want to go directly to the assembly file and we want to create parts in the assembly file and then define the relations between those parts, okay? And this is the approach called top-down assembly. It's much faster, okay? So let me show you. So we're not going to insert any file here. What we're going to do, we're going to go here, click here and go with a new part, okay? So this is the new part. So let's click here and then let's click here. And now let's click here edit component, because now we have access to our features and to our sketch tab, right? So now we're going to use a sketch. We're going to choose this plane, okay? And we're going to create something like this. We're going to go here, create a circle, put a smart dimension. Let's go with 60, okay? Now let's exit the sketch. So now we're gonna go here to the features, extrude boss base. We're gonna select this sketch, okay? And we're gonna delete here this contour and we're gonna go only with this one, okay? Let's click OK. And now this is our part 1, as you can see, okay? Now we have to create another part, and this is part 2. So let's uncheck edit component. Let's go here to the new part. Let's click here, this part, let's click here, and now let's go with edit component. Now let's go to the new sketch. Sketch, let's select the plane. This one, and we're gonna select this edge and let's go with convert entities, okay? And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the features, extrude boss base, and let's go here with height 100 millimeters. Let's click OK. And now we have two parts, part 1 and part 2. No, we cannot move those parts, right? Because they are fixed. If you go here, you can see here the sign, the symbol F, which means they are fixed. So we can go, for example, here to the part 2, right click, and we can go here with float, right? And now, for example, we can move this part. Now we want to define relations between those two parts. So how we can do this? So let's go to the mate. Let's select this cylinder. Let's select this one here, okay? Let's click OK, right? And now we can move this part like this, right? And now we created assembly with the approach top-down assembly. You can also save this. Let's go save all, save without rebuilding. Let's save this, okay? Now we have a question. This assembly contains unsafe virtual components which must be saved. You can save them internally inside assembly or externally, right? So you can save them externally. Let's click OK. Now you can see you have here part 3 and part 4 saved externally, right? And you can do this by using the top-down assembly. So this approach of creating assembly, top-down assembly, is much faster because you don't have to create each part separately. So you can also use this approach in many occasions to save your time. Now, and the last tool that I'm gonna show you is relative view, right? And this is related to the drawing. Now, for example, we have to put a part in our drawing and we have to show different views, right? Front view, right view, and so on. But sometimes when you put a part on your drawing, it had some weird initial view, right? So for example, if we go here to the model and let's put this part here, right? Like this. Now you can see how this is weird, right? This is not the view that we want, right? We want some normal view, right? So how we can change this? You can simply go here to the tool relative view. If you don't find this tool here, you can go here to the search and just type relative and you're gonna find this tool relative view, okay? So what you do, you just click on this view and you go here with relative view. And now Solidworks automatically will open this file, right? This part. And now here on the left side, we have options. So we can choose first orientation, whether it's gonna be front, right, top, back, left, or bottom. So we're gonna go with the front and we're gonna choose this side here. And then also we can go with a second orientation. So for example, we're gonna go here with the bottom and we're gonna choose this one here. Let's just click OK. And now we can put this here, right? And now we have some view that actually we like, right? That actually is good for us and actually show the side of the model that we want to show, right? So in this case, when you have such a weird initial views, you can change them very easily and very fast by using this tool, relative view. So those were the 10 SolidWorks techniques that actually speed up your design process, save you a lot of time, especially if you are a complete beginner, but also if you already have some experience with SolidWorks. So I hope that you actually got a good value from those techniques. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever wanted to become a SolidWorks professional designer? And if you did, why haven't you become yet? Maybe because you didn't have access to the resources of advanced knowledge and skills. Or maybe because you just didn't have money for the live classes. Or you just didn't have anyone as a support to guide you along the way. Or you just simply didn't have enough examples and exercises to get a practical skills. And if that's you, then I'm sure that you probably tried YouTube and short courses so far. But nothing of those seems to get you to the advanced level. And you want to stop wasting time on the lectures that always leave you with a half job done, wishing and wanting for more. As well, you want a professional support that can help you to faster get confident with a SolidWorks design. So you can actually make yourself more valuable asset at your job and increase your salary without waiting for years and years on the job experience. Or maybe just simply build a portfolio of your own design models to show your experience to an interviewer, and finally get you a dream job or you start your own design business, all by skipping those long drawn out and overpriced college and vendor classes. Now, does this sound like any of you? Because if it does, then I'm sure that you probably know that SolidWorks skills are really important, especially if you want to move your career into the CAD design direction. As well, you probably also know that getting SolidWorks skills can be really expensive and time consuming. And look, YouTube is a great free resource, right, to learn the SolidWorks. But you can only get to a certain level with random free videos, right? Because YouTube videos don't give you the full framework. You don't have their sequence in learning, right? Also, you don't get exercises as a support there. And if you go to short courses, they teach you only the basics that you probably already know. No, if that's you, then you're exactly where I used to be 7 years ago. Because then I graduated from the university and I was searching for my first engineering job. And I got a job in a small company and I was working on small projects on those resisting welding machines, as I show you, for $1,000 salary. And my goal was to become a certified SolidWorks professional to launch my freelancing career. So what I did, I spent time and time watching hours and hours of YouTube videos. I was constantly buying short courses online that was always teaching me part of the puzzle, more or less the same. I spent thousands of dollars on the live vendor classes that I could find here in my local area, and spent more time on troubleshooting than actually designing. So that after going through all of this, I was finally able to become a freelancer and works on the projects I'm passionate about. So I was able to become a certified SolidWorks professional, as you can see, and today, as a freelancer, I'm traveling the world and I work for myself. But that's when I became aware that young engineers and future engineers need all-inclusive SolidWorks package to actually get a shortcut around all of those hurdles, so they don't have to spend time and money on the things that will not give them the real value. Because imagine this feeling, becoming a leader in your company, or just becoming a freelancer like myself, or just working on a big exciting projects, or just dominate the job interview to get a dream job, or just increasing your value as an employee and increasing your salary at your current job, or maybe just starting your own design business. How would that impact your life? Now, can I ask you something, and can you be honest? Why did you really show up today? You may say that you're here today because you want to finally get your dream job or upgrade your career without wasting time on trials and errors to learn SolidWorks advanced skills. And you don't want to waste any more time, energy, or any more money on the stuff that always leave you with gaps behind. Also, you don't want any more scratching the surface with SolidWorks, but dive deeper to unleash your full SolidWorks designer potential, to see what kind of designer you can actually become. And you are ready to take this massive action and achieve the results that you never gotten before. No, if that's you, I want you to give me hell yeah. Because now it's your time. It's your time to become a SolidWorks professional without spending hours staring at a screen, not knowing what move to make. And that's why, as I promised you, I will introduce you to the Super SolidWorks Accelerator course. So, first of all, what is the Super SolidWorks Accelerator? So this is the all-inclusive and the most comprehensive course out there that I personally know. I'm not saying there is not, but I personally never see more comprehensive, that gets you access to our SolidWorks courses, support from our team, and access to a community of fellow students, techs, and engineers that are also on the CAD journey. And lastly, access to all resources you need to get confident with SolidWorks and become a SolidWorks professional. Let me break down to you what is included in this course. So the module 1, become a certified SolidWorks associate. So this module is designed to prepare you for a CSWA certification exam and teach you the basics of the Solidworks, right? Which is the first step towards becoming a certified Solidworks professional. So what you will learn? You will learn the basics of Solidworks and gain the necessary skills to design parts and assemblies and create drawings. So by the end of this module, you will be equipped with the knowledge and confidence to pass the CSWA exam and start your journey towards a career in 3D modeling and design. Now, after Module 1, we have Module 2, and this is become a certified SolidWorks professional. So this module is designed for those who already completed CSWA certification or completed Module 1 and are ready to take the SolidWorks skills to the next level. So you will learn advanced modeling techniques, such as designing complex parts, assemblies, and creating advanced sketches. So you will also be prepared for a CSWP certification exam, which is the professional level of certification offered by SolidWorks. Then we have a Module 3, and this is become a SolidWorks drawing professional. So this module focuses on creating technical drawings and illustrations using SolidWorks. So what you will learn how to create and edit different types of views, dimensions, annotations, and how to produce high quality 2D drawings for manufacturing and production. As well, after this module, you will be ready to pass SolidWorks Drawing Professional Certification Test. So this is the perfect for those who want to expand their skills beyond 3D modeling and learn how to create professional drawings and documentation. But this is not it. We have a Module 4, and this is Learn Surfacing in SolidWorks, okay? And this module covers one of the most challenging aspects of SolidWorks, and this is surface modeling. So you will learn how to create complex surfaces and shapes using different tools and techniques, and how to prepare for a CSWPA SU certification exam, okay? So this module is perfect if you want to specialize in product design, automotive design, or for some other industry where surface modeling is essential. Also, we have Module 5, and this is Learn Sheet Metal in SolidWorks, okay? So this module is designed for those who want to learn how to design sheet metal parts and assemblies using SolidWorks. So you will learn how to create sheet metal features such as bands, flanges, and tabs, and how to create flat patterns for manufacturing. So this is the perfect for those who work in the sheet metal industry or just want to expand their SolidWorks skills into this area. But this is not it. We have another module. Module 6, Introduction to Finite Element Analysis. And this is one of the most demanding topics in the SolidWorks. So this module will introduce you to the finite element analysis and how to perform simulations using SolidWorks. So you will learn how to create finite element models, how to apply loads and constraints, and how to analyze simulation results. As well, this module will prepare you for the CSWSA-FEA certification exam. Okay? So this is the perfect for those who want to expand their SolidWorks skills into simulation analysis. Now to recap, when you join this course, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get immediate access to the 6 modules, okay? Those are 6 courses, because this is 35 hours of video training, including 50 examples, 60 exercises, and 10 mock exams to prepare for a SolidWorks certification exams, and including all of the supporting files. So once you go through this course and you finish all of the lectures, exercises, and examples, this is what your results will look like. You'll be able to pass SolidWorks certification exams with ease. You'll have the skills to get your dream job. You'll have the confidence to negotiate for better salary. You'll be in the position to become a leader. And in general, you will have more job opportunities. As you can see, we don't cover only the basics, sketching, part modeling, assemblies, like you're gonna find it in most of the courses. We're gonna also teach you the drawings, sheet metal, surfacing, and finite element analysis. Okay, now you can say, okay, this all looks great, but do this course actually help people, right? So let me give you some of the testimonials from my students. So we have a Matthew here who said, I started as a complete beginner and 9 days later I passed CSWA. Alan explained the tools clearly and in my opinion at the perfect pace, not too quickly where I find difficult to catch up and not too slowly where I get bored. For those wondering, this course is many times better than built-in tutorials in Solidworks. The thorough explanations and the practice purely from provided exercises is the reason why I passed the exam. So everything you need to know for exam is covered in this course. Then we have Moises, who said, I aced the CSWA. This instructor helps you the entire way from modeling your first part, all the way with assemblies. I'm elated that I passed. The course helped me from the part modeling from a 2D drawing to 3D part, and also in assemblies and with different views. I finished the exam with an aura to spare. If you can do all of these exercises, you will be prepared. Then we have a Dmitry who says, the course is quite helpful and straightforward. I use it for my CSWP preparation and it significantly speeded up my progress. I would strongly recommend the course to everyone who wants to pass the exam. Thank you for your help. Then we have Andrew who says, I have a lot of SolidWorks experience but never really with surface modeling. I think the best way to take these classes is to follow the lesson with SolidWorks open in real time. Was able to pass CSWPA for surfacing exam first try after taking this course and a little bit of a practice. Christak said, I was able to navigate through SolidWorks with this course. Within a couple of weeks, I was able to build an engine, coming from someone who was a complete beginner a month ago. I highly recommend this course if you are starting out. Then we have a Chris. Chris said, this course is great. After trying many different SolidWorks courses online, this is the one. He provides example drawings at the end of each section that you do on your own. It really helps you to learn instead of just copying what I do on the screen. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Nicolas said, few days ago I finished with your course and I gave an official test for CSWP and I passed 100%. I would like to thank you about your highly professional course. Sriyan is saying, these video tutorials were extremely helpful and these were the only thing I needed to learn even as a complete beginner. Learning SolidWorks helped me start my career. Thank you. So, my question, are you ready to finally commit and become a SolidWorks designer professional? If you are, you can just click the link below this video and you can get access to this course. But I know that you have the question, what is the investment? So to work with me one-on-one, this would cost you $2,000. So this is where we would have one-on-one Zoom sessions. Total value of all of the trainings, templates, community and resources in this program is $1,000. But your price today is only $297. Now, if you can't pay this in full, you can go with a subscription $30 per month and you can cancel this anytime you want. Or you can pay in full $297. You're gonna get a lifetime access to the course. Also, you're gonna get a bonus 30-day money back guarantee. But this is only if you enroll in the next 7 following days. I will also give you amazing bonus one, which is digital mentorship. So what is digital mentorship? So you will get my private email. So if you have any question, if you have any problem, or even you can send me your file, I'll be back to you in the next 12 or 24 hours with an answer. Depends on the time zones, okay? And the normal price of this is $500, but if you enroll today or in the next 7 days since watching this masterclass, you're gonna get this for free. But not only this, you're gonna also get amazing bonus too, if you enroll in the next 7 days. And this is the new module, which is Advanced Tools and Techniques, okay? This module covers different SolidWorks tools and techniques that are essential for professional user. So you will learn how to customize SolidWorks to fit your workflow and increase your productivity, okay? So this module is perfect for those who want to be the big gun in the SolidWorks world. I will also teach you in this module how to render and how to create simulations, okay, for video presentations. So the normal price of this is $150, but in the next 7 days, you're gonna get this for free. But this is not it. We have amazing bonus 3, which are tutorials of this guitar and this wall clock. So the normal price of this is $50, but in the next 7 days is $0. And amazing bonus 4, which is access to the private community and forum. So this course includes access to our private community forum where you'll get prompt answers to your questions, okay? So the normal price of this is $300, but today this is for free, or if you enroll in the next 7 days, okay? But also I'm gonna give you one super bonus, and this is for the action takers. If you join within the next 2 hours with one-time payment, you're gonna get a one-on-one SolidWorks mastery session with me personally. So the normal price of this is $500, but if you enroll within the next 2 hours with one-time payment, you're gonna get this for absolutely free. So now let's recap all. What is included when you join this course in the next 7 days? You're gonna get access to the 7 modules, access to the private community. You're gonna have one-on-one digital mentorship with me personally. You're gonna get all supporting files, access to 50 examples, 60 exercises, 10 mock exams, and 35 hours of step-by-step and click-by-click video training. So if you want to become a SolidWorks professional on the easiest way and the quickest way without jumping around to the 10 different places, you can enroll to this course and get access to all of those things by clicking the link below Enroll Now, choose a payment option, sign up, and you can start with this course. I'm gonna share a few more testimonials of my students. So here we have Andres who said, superb course material, well explained and well structured. I did Alan's course for CSWP preparation and it was so detailed, it made my exam ridiculously easy. Many thanks for your hard job, Alan. Then we have Sarah who said, very useful instructions about CSWPA content and exam tips. I passed the exam successfully. Do note that exam is harder than expected. Mostly be prepared and time yourself when attempting the mock exam. We have a Walter who said, though not new to the software, I found this course complete and clear and visited all the tools necessary to complete the CSWA test. I took the test after completing the course and passed with 240 out of 240 score, which was very satisfying. I recommend this course also for the fact that Alan is very responsive with any comment or question you might have. Conrad said, very good course. I made all lectures and I had very similar segment 1 at CSWP as here at the course. So I passed CSWP segment 1 with 100% good answers. I think this is the best recommendation. Segment 2 and 3 of CSWP also passed with flying colors. So again, to get access to the course, community and my personal support, just click the link below this video and you'll get immediate access to those things. If you have any questions or any concerns, just send me an email to alan.oletic@gmail.com and I'll be back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching this masterclass. Thank you for being here. I hope that you got a good value from those 10 SolidWorks techniques, and I hope to see you inside of the Super SolidWorks Accelerator course. Thank you again, and all the best.